This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Thursday, the 21st day of May in the year 2026. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here is what we're tracking tonight. The government of Guyana is not happy with recent statements from the diplomatic representatives of the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and the European Union about the prolonged absence of parliamentary sittings. The government this afternoon announced that a parliamentary sitting is now set for the 5th of June. The parliament has not met for more than 95 days, and in interviews carried in the Kaieteur News on Wednesday, the Western diplomats noted the importance of parliamentary democracy and the need for parliamentary sittings and oversight to take place. Their statement to the newspaper followed the concerns raised by opposition member of parliament and leader of the Forward Guyana movement, Amanza Walton. Earlier this week, Walton wrote to the international community on the issue and also presented an official petition to the clerk of the National Assembly registering her concern. In responding to the diplomats, Minister of Governance and Parliamentary Affairs, Gail Teixeira, today said the diplomats ought not be listening to just one side, as she accused them of not seeking information on the issue from the government.
It is regrettable that the ambassadors and those embassies and high commissions did not see it fit to first engage the government as the ruling party in the House, in the National Assembly, in terms of what his plans were for Parliament, and or if there was or was not a sitting planned. It's regrettable because had they done that, they would have been told that there was a sitting planned for June the 5th. But unfortunately, there seems to be like a new style of diplomacy where our friends and allies in these embassies believe they should only listen to one side of the story and not listen to the other side. And the other side in this case is the government.
Teixeira said she hopes future engagements from the diplomatic community will be much more respectful.
So we wish to make it very clear that we hope this is not going to be the norm in relation to issues regarding our legislative agenda and the way in which we in Guyana run our parliament. We hope that the engagement will be much more profound and respectful.
The Forward Guyana movement, which has just one seat in the parliament, has been pressing for parliamentary sittings and has accused the government of trying to avoid oversight of its massive spendings. In addition to the absence of the parliamentary sittings, the various parliamentary sectoral committees, including the important Public Accounts Committee, are also still to be activated and convened. More news coming up in a moment.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look, you know the one, or one touch, even one word. I can start with one step, or one promise, one thrill, one first time, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember, or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life, just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Dad knows with Bowser.
This is your time.
Yeah, but we didn't get all we needed last Christmas, and now we can.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Let's renovate our home and purchase appliances.
And plan a trip with the kids.
Or buy a new car.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza. Same day approvals. Apply in person or safely online. Plus a chance to win lots of prizes. This is your time to get what you need. Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Whether you're heading up the highway or just picking up the kids in Guyana, do it in power and style with the Isuzu MU-X with 7 full-size seats, turbo diesel power, and off-road control. Isuzu MUX is built to handle any family lifestyle. Available at Marix, the authorized Isuzu dealer. Call 226-1306 for more details. Isuzu MUX, robust, safe, and bold.
Oil is transforming Guyana's economy, and it's happening fast. According to the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, in 2023, more than 95% of Guyana's extractive sector revenue came from oil and gas production in the Stabroek Block, operated by ExxonMobil Guyana and its partners. At the same time, traditional sectors such as mining, forestry, and fisheries continue to play an important role in supporting livelihoods and national development, alongside the expanding oil and gas industry. Since oil production started offshore, oil and gas companies have been investing in the long-term development of Guyana. For more updates, visit www.oilnow.gy.
Picture this. The cool sea breeze brushing across your face, the golden sunset reflecting on the Atlantic, the sweet sound of steel pan echoing along the shoreline, and the infectious rhythm of soca keeping your feet moving in the sand.
If you're looking for sweetness to put inside a basket, I am the whole blinking market.
Welcome to Pan and Soca, the ultimate carnival beach line, where the ocean, steel pan, and soca music come together for an unforgettable evening. Wednesday, May 27th, Kingston Beachfront. Feel the energy of carnival with live performances by Nadia Batson.
Looking for sweetness to put inside a basket, I am the whole blinking market.
Nadia Batson, Parkside Steel Orchestra, Kunjaz Steel Orchestra, Buxton Pride Steel Band, Guyana Police Force Steel Band, Joshua Regrello, and many more amazing performers. Dance barefoot in the sand, enjoy the ocean breeze, and soak in the true spirit of carnival by the sea. Gates open 4 p.m. Early bird tickets, general admission $3,000, elevated VIP $10,000. Pan and Soca. Feel the breeze, hear the pan, live the Soca. Wednesday, May 27th, Kingston Beachfront. Brought to you by Kunjaz Group. Proudly sponsored by Republic Bank.
Whatever is wrong with you, I went to piss and come back a different man. Somebody take my drink.
The Ikaharim Resources Company, which is at the center of allegations of labor abuses by a group of Indian nationals who were working at its Region 7 operations, is pushing back tonight against the allegations. At a hastily called press conference this evening, company officials denied the allegations and said they are working along fully with the Ministry of Labor and other government departments that are probing the claims. According to the company, the workers were never prevented from leaving the mining site and they were paid their salaries up until the end of March, with their April salaries and payments for the days worked in May to be paid this month. Company official Kartik Mutheval said all payments on behalf of the workers to the National Insurance Scheme and the Guyana Revenue Authority are all up to date.
It has been alleged that the company failed to pay employees their due wages and salaries. The company wishes to address this allegation directly. The company confirms that all salary obligations due up to and including March 2026 were settled in full. The company will settle all the other payments for April and the days worked in May in the due course of the month. The company further confirms that it has continued to make all the statutory remittances to the Guyana Revenue Authority and the National Insurance Scheme in accordance with its obligations as displayed in the projector. The company maintains records of monthly statutory complaints payments since the commencement of its operations. The most recent 3 months of records are enclosed, with additional historical records remain available for review upon request by the relevant authorities. In support of the above, the first Guyana Revenue complaints one document has been displayed. So it can have the VAT data for the January, February and March 2026. Along with this, we also have the NAS that we paid for the employees for the subsequent months of January, February and March. These documents support and evidence the company's compliance with its statutory payment obligations without neglecting the regulations to be followed.
The official also said employees were provided with adequate and quality meals that were prepared by a chef who was brought in from India to meet their dietary needs.
It has been alleged that food and living conditions at the company's operation site were substandard. The company disputes these allegations directly and outlined below the welfare measures maintained for the employees at the site till date. The company provided employees with adequate and varied meals daily. Meal planning was conducted in direct consultation with the employees, reflecting the company's commitment to meet their dietary preferences and nutritional needs. Meals covering breakfast, lunch and dinner were prepared by our chefs who were from India and served accordingly. To support consistency and oversight, food preparation activities were monitored directly by our operation team through internal reporting systems, including photographic records shared through a dedicated communication group.
The company has also denied confiscating the passports of the foreign workers.
The company takes all concerns relating to employee welfare, rights and dignity seriously and remains committed to transparency and cooperation in addressing the matters raised. It is the company's position that it has consistently endeavored to operate responsibly, ethically and in accordance with applicable laws, regulations and operational standards, while making continued efforts to support the welfare, safety and well-being of individuals in its employ.
Company officials say they will continue to work along with the officials in Guyana conducting the probe, while making it clear that the company has been respectful to the laws of Guyana. Let's tell you now that opposition leader Azruddin Mohamed led the 38 Indian nationals at the center of that quarry working conditions issue in a picketing exercise outside the Labour Ministry this morning. The workers are demanding the money owed to them, and Mr. Mohamed has accused the Labour Ministry of not pushing the issue enough. Minister of Labour Guillaume Griffith has announced a full multi-agency investigation into the claims of the Indian nationals who were employed at the quarry company.
We wanna go home. 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 We want our money. We want our money. We want our money. We want our money. Where is Pascal? Where is Pascal? Where is Pascal? Where is Pascal?
The foreign workers have complained about shoddy living and working conditions, low salaries, and being prevented from leaving the quarry site. They were removed from the site over the weekend by the opposition leader after he visited the area and heard their complaints. Today, the workers were armed with placards as they gathered with Mr. Mohamed outside the Labour Ministry.
The Indian nationals are there 3 years working. They confiscated their passports when they arrived at the Chedi Jagan International Airport. Right there, that's illegal. That is trafficking, human trafficking. So why is it that up to now, up to today, they cannot arrest the owner? They cannot invite him to the station.
Mohamed said many of the workers were refused permission by the quarry company when they wanted to return to India. He said many of them have been in the employ of the company for over 3 years and were never allowed to return home. He said there must be a full trafficking in persons investigation as part of the wider probe.
Along with the minister, Guillaume Griffith, the failure that failed the indigenous people in Madhya, he failed them. He coerced them into taking $5 million each for the death of their children. Can you believe that? And now he is here representing workers in this country. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
An opposition member of Parliament and the Region 7 resident, Dawn Hastings Williams, said the situation points to all the ingredients of trafficking in persons. She said the workers were being held in inhumane conditions.
Because this here is a fight for justice. And so I thought that it was very important to come out today, right home, to join the team, especially to join the leader of the opposition, who has highlighted this whole issue and this whole matter about this modernized slavery, I must say, happening right here in Guyana, in the heart of the interior, in my region, region number 7, in a place called Batavia. And this is so inhumane when I look at the post and the information coming from the leader of the opposition himself, you know, I see how they were treated. I heard from them first, and the workers telling us about their experience.
Tonight, there are ongoing calls for an independent investigation to take place into the operations of the Quarry Company and the complaints of the workers. The Ministry of Labour has indicated that other ministries and the police are also part of the probe. The Quarry Company was commissioned just over 3 years ago at Batavia in Region 7.
It's all about skin your teeth, boy. Skin your teeth, my teeth. Skin your teeth for the enemy.
That's right.
What I want to tell y'all.
That's what I'm going to say. Skin your teeth for the enemy. Going down on the 23rd at Scottish Smokehouse.
$1 million.
Yes.
This Saturday coming.
Yes, so get your tickets. It's right now. Tickets going like crazy. So make sure you want everybody to get theirs. Come out and have the
tickets are
independence lap.
limited, and we only got a couple early board left.
Yeah, but they got some front seat tickets here. I could call me. Call me on 626-1420. What's your number?
685.
What's your number?
604-8155.
You got the number.
Yes.
You know about the show. Is Independence coming? Jam name? Skin your teeth for the enemy.
So see you there.
Check out the all-new Honda CR-V today, boasting a new premium and rugged design, powered by a fuel-efficient and reliable 1500cc turbocharged engine. Get the versatility to tackle all kinds of adventures with real-time all-wheel drive. The Honda CR-V comes with amazing features such as Bose Premium Sound System, Honda Sensing, and so much more. Visit our website on 226-1482 to learn more. Buy your Honda vehicle from Marix, the home of Honda in Guyana.
Deck the halls with Bowser.
This is your time.
Yeah, but we didn't get all we needed last Christmas, and now we can.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Let's renovate our home and purchase appliances.
And plan a trip with the kids.
Or buy a new car.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza. Same day approvals. Apply in person or safely online. Plus a chance to win lots of prizes. This is your time to get what you need. Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Guyana Carnival. This is your most elite invitation. Introducing Champagne Life. All white, the golden edition. On Friday, May 22nd. Step into a world of pure sophistication. At the poolside at the Guyana Marriott Hotel, Georgetown. An all-white experience where luxury isn't optional. It's expected. Champagne flowing all night. The hottest DJ setting the perfect tone. And surprise guests passing through. It's not your typical event. It's where elegance meets energy. Where every moment feels like a celebration of success. Doors open at 5 p.m. For reservations or tickets, contact 719-6333. Also available at HJ's Box Office and Fireside. Dress code, strictly all white. Champagne Life, the golden edition. The standard has been raised. Be there. Brought to you by Travis Shepard.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
Well, a group of minibus operators from a number of zones within Georgetown gathered at the Square of the Revolution this morning to register their protest of the government's position on their calls for an increase in the fares they charge. The government has been saying that it has not authorized any increase in the public transportation fares, and drivers have been warned by the government officials and the police against increasing their fares, citing the removal of excise taxes a few years back from fuel imports. But with a recent increase in fuel prices, bus drivers say they plan to move ahead with an increase in their fares. At the Square of the Revolution this morning, the drivers made the point that decisions are being made about them without them being involved in any of those discussions.
Okay, presently we are out there representing minibus drivers plus taxi drivers who are not here, right? we have a concern with the rise in hike in the fuel prices right about now. President Ali went on air saying that because of the war and so on, right, travel will increase. He said that publicly. And like 2 weeks after, he sent out his ministers, Mr. Ejel and Ms. Susan Rodriguez, at Starbucks Square. They mobilized a crowd. We don't know where the crowd come from. But we who are working around Starbucks Square did not know anything about that meeting, right? They bring people from the stronghold and held that meeting at Starbucks Square, right? Mr. Ejel was on his lectern, lecturing his congregation there, right? Making it clear that there will be no fare increase. How can you do that when you never had a meeting with the minibus operators? That is totally wrong. That is dictatorship. Your supporters, right, and not operators. No operators were at that meeting. So he went on and made it clear that there will be no increase when there were no input from the operators, and that is totally wrong. You have to meet your people. Have a discussion. We have major concerns. We have families to feed.
Other drivers made a similar point and explained that they too are facing the increase in the cost of living in the marketplaces every day, and they also have families to feed.
All we are asking is that we get an increase. It's been over 10 years now. The buses have not gotten an increase. Gas gone up, nothing. Tires, oil, everything gone up, nothing. Trans-Guyana Air Service, since gas go up, they raise their price. Nobody tell them they can't raise it. We out here working through sun, rain, picking up the commuters. All we asking for is a little increase. Done unnecessary. It's been 10 to 8 years they're saying we haven't got an increase since under the AP and new government. Nobody from 2017 working for the same salary. Nobody. It's unfair to us. We need an increase.
We desperately need a raise of fare from breakdown to fire. From breakdown into fire, because everybody get raise a salary except busman operators. Every year people get bonus. You understand? The fisherman getting money, the farmer getting money, the rest everybody except busmen. You understand? And they're treating busmen now like if it was dogs.
No, the minister said tell the commuters not to pay any income.
Yes, but the minister who feels it knows the minister salary high. The minister ain't got no bus out here. Yes, and the minister don't come out here and ask what is we problem we're going on out here. Nobody don't even start have no conversation with me. To know pass everything raised. Now I heard the minister saying a certain place prices drop. I want to ask the minister which store the price drop.
I would like to ask Minister Ejel where the parts selling cheap so we could go buy. He himself said that the gas is on the increase, right? And where the bora and the balanja and the tomato are sell cheap so we can go and buy. You know, and the list goes on where everything is concerned. People is saying it's gas, it's not gas alone, it's all the parts, from the mechanic, auto electrician, to the parts, to the gas, to the balanja, bora, okra, everything.
The drivers and bus owners believe officials need to meet with them and understand the struggle that many of them are facing, instead of lecturing them against increasing their fares. On Wednesday, drivers in the Western Marara also staged a protest of their own on the same issue. Some tragic news to report now. A 17-year-old boy was stabbed to death on Wednesday evening at the Route 40 minibus park at the Starbucks Square, and the suspect is also 17 years old. In a statement this morning, the Guyana Police Force identified the dead young man as Quarry Prophet of Covent Garden on the east bank of the Marara. According to a police statement, Prophet was in the company of a group of students playing around at the park when another 17-year-old who was known to him armed himself with a pair of scissors and stabbed the youth to the neck. The injured teen collapsed at the scene and was rushed to the Georgetown Hospital, where he passed away while receiving medical attention. The police report said the 17-year-old suspect was arrested and remains in custody as a full investigation is underway. A number of eyewitnesses have been questioned. The incident was reportedly captured on nearby CCTV cameras. Police investigators have since extracted the video recordings. A post-mortem examination is to be performed on the body of Quarry Prophet, while his assailant could face charges within the coming days.
Guyana, are you ready for the first time ever? One of New New York's most anticipated and exclusive events is coming to Guyana. Sundance! On Tuesday, May 26th, prepare yourself for an unforgettable premium experience at the breathtaking Royal Lounge Rooftop. We are bringing you top international DJs and special guests passing through. Non-stop vibes, energy, and pure Caribbean culture, making Guyana's 60th independence greatest.
Walk out with the stick man, badam bumbo rich.
Early bird tickets only $5,000, and they're moving fast. Get your tickets now. HJ Radio Station, Creative Nails, Pressy's Gift Store, White Castle Fish Shop, and Short Boss Boutique. Or secure your tickets online at sundancenation.com. Limited VIP section and tables available. So come out and have an experience like never before on Tuesday, May 26th. Sundance, Guyana, where elegance and energy collide.
Pool party. Guyana, get ready. It's going down on Saturday, May 23rd. Carnival Saturday. The New York Guyana Linker. Sleeping poolside comes alive. Pancardo, Nico, Sherlin, Rudy, Set for Life Entertainment, and the Sleeping Family send on. Pool time. The New York Guyana Linker. It's gonna be epic. It's DJ Magnum and Cena, Telly Ranks and Thunder, Leroy, AK Blind Boy, One Man Band, King Keys, and Black Scorpion International Sound. Entertain you throughout the day from 12 midday to 9 p.m. Admissions just $5,000 or $25. Tickets available at Sleeping, and Shell's gonna be the host. Pool time! The New York Guyana Linker, Saturday, May 23rd at the Sleeping Poolside. You really don't wanna miss this one.
Welcome to Churches New Amsterdam.
20 years of churches, chickens, you and us, and there is nothing missing. So many friends and strangers pass through our doors, and they always come back for more. Feel the love. Guyana, the love keeps growing, and we thankful for the support you are showing. There's so many locations and much more to come. It's gratitude and celebration. Can you feel the love? 20 years of churches, chickens, you and us, and there is nothing missing. So many friends and strangers pass through our doors, and they always come back for more. Feel the love.
Fruitopia, Fruitopia, it's the drink that's hype. Citrus punch, fruit punch tastes nice. Guava, pineapple, that give me a vibe. We don't want nothing less compared to the rest. Fruitopia the best. Quench any thirst when it comes to the test. Perfect thing for my lunch. Flavors pack a punch. Fruitopia, Fruitopia, it's the drink that's hype. Citrus punch, fruit punch tastes nice. Fruitopia, the drink that rocks your lunchtime.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
Rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyana is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyana's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyana has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future.
Feel spice power in every sip.
I am Keen Alonzo with a check of the news across the region and internationally. Let's begin in Jamaica. Days before the start of the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season, Jamaica has strengthened its financial protection against major hurricanes by securing roughly $200 million in new coverage from global capital markets after Hurricane Melissa unleashed destruction equivalent to more than half of the country's economic output last year. Jamaica Observer reports that the government has secured $200 million in new hurricane coverage, replacing a previous $150 million catastrophe bond, and highlighting the growing financial risk severe storms pose to the island's economy and recovery efforts. The World Bank said Monday that strong investor demand allowed the transaction to be expanded to $200 million as Jamaica seeks greater protection against low-frequency but high-impact hurricanes ahead of what forecasters expect to be another active Atlantic season. The transaction follows the activation of Jamaica's previous 3-year catastrophe bond after Hurricane Melissa struck the island in October of 2025. The storm met pre-agreed trigger conditions tied to its path and intensity, resulting in a full payout to the government and providing rapid access to emergency financing during the recovery period. The payout after Melissa effectively tested Jamaica's disaster financing strategy in real time, giving the government rapid access to emergency funding after the hurricane met the bond's trigger conditions. The Trinidad Express has informed the Banking, Insurance and General Workers Union, the BIGWU, which represents its staff, that the company is planning a restructuring exercise that would see editorial staff reduced from 33 to 26 employees. Under the restructuring plan outlined, 2 sub-editors, a night editor, a position being made redundant, and 4 reporters, 3 from Port of Spain and 1 from San Fernando, are expected to be retrenched. BIGWU has indicated that it intends to take action to protect workers. In a letter to staff, the union said, "We deeply understand that this is an incredibly tense and distressing time for everyone. Facing the threat of job losses strikes at the very heart of our livelihoods and our families. However, we want to assure you in no uncertain terms, your union is actively seized of this matter." The union added, while the company frames this as a proposed restructuring review, strict legal procedures must be followed under the law. We will hold management fully accountable to those legal frameworks. The Banking, Insurance and General Workers Union is already reviewing the details, and the executive will be issuing a formal, robust response to the company very soon. A meeting on the proposed restructuring was held with staff yesterday. The announcement comes just 2 weeks after the newspaper's parent company, One Caribbean Media, reported after-tax profit of $4.36 million for the 3-month period ended March 31, 2026. And finally, international news. China has called on the U.S. to stop using coercion and threats against its ally Cuba after Washington indicted former leader Raul Castro on murder charges. An American court has accused the 94-year-old former president of conspiracy to kill U.S. nationals over the 1996 downing of 2 planes, an incident which killed 4 people and fueled diplomatic tensions between Washington and the Caribbean island. U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly sought to exert pressure on Cuba and has openly discussed toppling its communist regime. On Thursday, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Guo Jiakun said the U.S. should stop threatening force at every turn and that Beijing firmly supports Cuba. On Wednesday, Castro was charged alongside 5 others of involvement in the shooting down of 2 planes traveling between Cuba and Florida 3 decades ago, and was indicted with offenses which carry penalties of life or in prison or death. The aircraft, which were operated by the Cuban-American dissident group Brothers to the Rescue, were carrying 3 U.S. citizens when they were downed, all of whom were killed. At the time, Castro, who stepped down as president in 2018, was head of the country's armed forces. And that's the News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I am Keen Alonzo, wishing you a good night.